Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about using memorabilia and ephemera on our scrapbook pages. I'm Emily, and you found Emily's Paper Caper, where we're all about scrapping our stash and getting some pages done. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and bell icon now so you won't miss any ideas. When we go on a trip or do an activity, if there's any kind of ephemera, like a parking pass or a ticket stub or a pamphlet, I like to save it and possibly use it on my scrapbook pages. Things like product packaging and paper bags and labels from products, or in this case, this is what our silverware came in. Just about anything can become a scrapbook embellishment. These are some of the things that I have ready to use on future pages, but I want to show you lots of ideas of how I've used things like this on pages. Here is a page from our Arizona trip album. We went to a national park called Seguro. The free park maps and handouts are perfect for a pocket page. Here's another trip we went on to Missouri. We stopped at Ozark Land, and it was a very kitschy kind of place. We got some fudge there, and I cut out the top of the box and put it on this scrapbook page. A number of years ago, we went to the St. Louis Arch, and I saved our photo passes and a pamphlet in this pocket, and then I also put our entrance fee tickets on the page. This is a page of us outside the arch. This was a puzzle, and I just put it right on the page. The puzzle was a postcard, and I thought, why not put it on the page? On that same trip to St. Louis, we went to a Cardinal game, and I saved our tickets along with one of the season schedules, and those are there for us to look at and see when we remember the trip. In 2016, we went to Las Vegas, and the girls enjoyed going to a Penn and Teller show. Before the show, they interacted with some cards, which became part of the show, and the magic trick involved these cards got thrown all over. And after the show, they picked them up. So we brought them home, and when I scrapbooked that memory, I just included those cards as an embellishment on the page. Here's another page from that same Vegas trip. This was a hotel card key holder, and I cut it to make a little pocket page to include the resort map. Here I created a pocket page using a photo. This was from an awards banquet. It was something that Kelly got an award in school. I put our name tags there and the program and just put it there. And then this is a card that she was given, and I just included that on the page as well. Sometimes you may not have photos, but you may have memorabilia. In the instance of this page, that was the case. Back in 2006, we had a trip to Nashville, and I kept a lot of ephemera. This was our door hanger on our hotel room, the do not disturb. And then we went to the Opry Mills Mall. There was a Gray Line bus tour map that I kept. We had some entry bands to Stingray Reef and some tickets to a show called Nashville Star. And recently my daughter ended up moving to Nashville, and we got a big kick out of looking at all this memorabilia now that she's moved there, you know, 14 years later. It's really interesting to see the maps and how things have changed. Here's another example of a page that doesn't have photos, but it does have memorabilia. I saved all my birthday cards this year, made a pocket page for them, and they just all fit in there, and now I can scrapbook some photos of my birthday and put this page across from it, and I'll always have my cards saved. Here's another pocket page where I put our photo here, and the commencement program is in the pocket. Here's a page from my New York album, and there are no photos on this page, but postcards are great for scrapbook pages. I've got my air flights, boarding passes. I went to a restaurant where we were served a family style meal. I kept my name tag. This is from my suitcase luggage check. So that's a lot of fun to have that memorabilia on a page in my New York album. Here's an example. A local farm has a corn maze, and I saved the wristband from the corn maze entry, and then also I cut out Raider Farms from a pamphlet. Christmas card fronts make great scrapbook embellishments. This is a card front. It has kind of a fuzzy felt, and it was a lot of fun to include this on the page. Here's another example of using a card front. I actually made a pocket and put my journaling on that tag. Ticket stubs are a great ephemera memorabilia to include on your pages. I do that quite a lot. Here's something a little different. One year we planted a garden, and I saved some of the planter, what do you call these, planter tags, and included them on the page to remember what we were planting that year. This double page spread, I will link to a process video about this. I use 6x6 papers, but the page title is cut from a gift bag or a bag from the gift shop. And here's a recent page where I use lots of ephemera, a couple of golf scorecards, and a newspaper clipping. I'm always trying to use memorabilia on my pages, and I would love to hear how you use it on your pages. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know. And here's a couple more videos so you can keep on scrapping your stash.